faded colors drained to gray. My prayers were tears I couldn't even say. Just broken hallelujahs on my way. I carry loss like stones inside my chest. Each step a question I cannot confess. Yet in the silence where my heart was torn, you saw me when I couldn't see the light. You held my hand through every restless night. You turned grief into joy. You turned mourning to praise. You lifted my soul from the darkest days. What the night tried to steal, you restored it again. You turned my weeping into dancing. Amen. Only you could take my broken story and write it with hope and glory. You turned grief into joy. I thought the pain would have the final word, that every promise I had heard was blurred. But you are faithful. Even in my doubt, you bring a song where there was none before. You planted peace in places torn apart. You stitched new faith into my fragile heart. And slowly, like the rising of the tide, I felt your life returning deep inside. You didn't rush the healing of my soul. You stayed with me until you made me whole. You turned grief into joy. You turned ashes to flame. You whispered hope when I spoke only pain. What I lost in the fire, you gave back in grace. You turned my tears into rivers of praise. Only you could see this victory growing from my history. You turned grief into joy. For every tear you kept in your hands, for every why I didn't understand, you were working beyond my sight, turning my darkness into light. The cross reminds me I'm not alone. Resurrection is written in stone. If you conquered death and the grave, then my sorrow was never meant to stay. You turn grief into joy.